when I was hooked on heroin, I put that shit on the back burner and almost didn't pick it back up. But, once I got my mind correct and kicked that shit, I'm back and I'm forced to be reckoned with. I ain't lost it.
It's Pacino, baby.
Hey, yo. Shit's real, bro.
Hey, yo, turn me up.
It's that pimp your pregnant girlfriend at 4 in the morning. First in line at the plasma center. Dirty syringe, abscess, track mark. 200 milligram methadone clinic music.
Real street shit.
Fuck you thought. Ain't shit sweet. Look.
Pone Pacino from Southside Louisville, Kentucky. Record label SSMG, South Suicide Music Group. Basically, it's a fresh start. I've been rapping since I was 11 years old, writing raps. Been recording since I was 14. I would do little odd summer jobs and stuff to get studio equipment and or studio time back then. Shit, I would go to a guy's basement. He was the only person that had like a studio back then. I think it was like an 8-track DAT recorder and some reel-to-reel, some throwback shit. But started out as an outlet. I fell in love with music from an early age, from classic rock to early hip hop, and then just the life I lived and experienced. Hip hop just was the key to it. The emotion, the experiences. Pretty much, they was talking about what I was going through. So I was like, shit, let me get this off my chest, because some of the things I went through as a child, I didn't want to, I guess, tell anybody per se. So by me putting it in the music, I was able to like almost escape my shell and vent. Because back then, I wasn't thinking, oh, this is gonna reach the masses. It was more like therapeutic to me. It's like therapy. But as I got older and, people was hearing it, of course, when you're young, your friends could be like, oh, it's dope, whatever, because they're trying to people please. But when people that they didn't have to people please, people just heard it, they're like, ah, you got something here. So I just honed in on my craft, man, and kept it going and found myself, found my style and who I was. I went through a bunch of names too. Some corny ass names. I think there was one time I had a new name every 2 weeks, but eventually I came to Sick of Pone because I remember a dude I worked with. He was my supervisor at Hardee's, and he was like, man, he's like, dude, you're sick, and he's like, it's just gangster as fuck, and it hit me. I was like, sick, and then I was like, Al Capone. Sick of Pone. One word, SICCAPONE. So I was Sick of Pone for a long time. And that's the name I had when I started getting some buzz and getting some like underground notoriety locally. And I kept that name all the way up till I went to prison. And, once I got there, I was like, you know what? I was like, I need to change my life around. So pretty much it was like, I kept the Pone, changed it to Pone Pacino, because it was more like, let me put that old image to rest, and start fresh. So it was just like a fresh start for me. Pone Pacino, if you say it to yourself, it just sounds good. It just rolls off. It's fluid. The same. It had that same feel when I first clicked Sick of Pone in my head, and then people always knew me as either Sick or Pone, So it felt more mature. Felt like some grown man shit, you know what I mean? Like, so when I got released on parole, I was like, yeah, Pone Pacino. And I immediately started working on When Shit Gets Real, that project. Not only that, my brother was murdered 2 weeks before I made parole. And he went by Big Cheese to Hoogie. And I just felt like putting a lot of stuff to rest with him. Like I battled with myself because my old record label, and it's still active, tax ID number and everything. D3G's Entertainment, stand for Dirty Third Gangsters, because we from 3rd Street, South Side. And and that was more than rap. It was like a clique. Like a lot of people got fucked up because of that name and got fucked up for that name. So, I just feel like I was getting too old for that. You know, I didn't want to represent that kind of like street level violence and shit because, you know, I was coming to age where I was like, I'd rather help rebuild than destroy or hurt anybody. And, you know, I know a lot of people, it was deeper than rap. So, you know, I let that rest with my brother. And, you know, because he was all about that, and so was I. But it almost felt like I owed it to him to let all that rest and then turn over a new leaf. So. South Suicide Music Group is the new label, and I'll always be D3G's at heart. But on the business aspect and what I'm trying to represent is you know, like I said, I'm from the South Side. And I come from a place where dreams don't come true. So that's kind of like the moniker, South Suicide, where dreams don't come true. Because a lot of people don't make it out of my neighborhood on a positive level. They either leave in a body bag or on a police car. You know, there's a lot of poverty. For the people that don't know, man, Louisville's pretty grimy. No matter where you go, it's all connected. The South Side is like the heart of it all to me, because from the South Side, you can get anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like where the South Side is located. You hop on the expressway, go one way, boom, you in Shavli, and then boom, you headed towards the east side or towards the west end, Newburgh, whatever. Like the South End, I believe, is like the heart of it all. It's like the centerpiece, and then no matter which way you go, it like webs off into the different neighborhoods of Louisville. So to me, is it not only the heart of the city, but it's the heart of the city because it's like my heart. You know, that's where I was born and raised, and I've never left that neighborhood. I might go to different streets, you know what I'm saying, move to different areas, but always the South Side. You know, I got family everywhere though, but the South Side is where my heart's at. And that's what I represent. South Suicide to me is just like pain, strength, hope. You know, I'm just trying to be that voice of the ghetto pretty much in a sense, and show people, because trust me, man, my background's not polished per se. You know, I've done a lot of fucked up shit. I've played a lot of fucked up games, got a lot of fucked up prizes. You know, so I'm just trying to be that hope, you know, and whether it was prison or drug addiction, you know, I've overcome all that, and I work every day on myself. Am I fixed? Definitely not. Am I working every day to be the better version of me? Absolutely. You know, just for the people that's still stuck in the bullshit that thinks there ain't no hope, I'm just trying to be that voice of reason and show people it doesn't matter. Because for a long time, I put my music on the back burner. Sometimes because by choice, and sometimes not by choice. Like when I went to prison, yeah, it had to be put on hold. When I was hooked on heroin, you know, I put that shit on the back burner and almost didn't pick it back up. But, you know, once I got my mind correct and kicked that shit, I'm back and I'm forced to be reckoned with. I ain't lost it. I still appeal. You know, it's funny because you hear people talk about there's like almost like a cutoff age in hip hop. As long as you appeal and you make good music. See, the younger generation might think that, but with the streaming era, you ain't got these labels telling you you're too old or you should do a gimmick or this or that. The actual people get to choose what they want to listen to. You know, they're trying to listen to good music. And of course you got people that are looking for characters or gimmicks or personalities. But I just bring that real rap, that real street level rap and hip hop. You know, I feel I'm very versatile. I got something for everybody. You know, I could go make some hard ass authentic boom bap and then roll straight over to some hard slapping trap or drill music, you know, because that's how I am. I'm a student of hip hop. I'm a student of the game. So I'm inspired by many music genres and the different styles of hip hop. You know, I love the way it's evolved. You know, people talk about this style of rap is bullshit or this mumble rap. Shit's gonna change, man. Evolution is indefinite. it's gonna happen whether you want it to or not. So instead of being bitter about it and being that old head talking about, I remember in my days when music was good, it's all good, you know what I'm saying? Like there's some bullshit out there, but it all holds a spot under the same roof. And you know, I think instead of being bitter, be better and just learn from it. Just use certain elements and make your own shit. That's what I do. It's like I just do what I feel. The beats speak to me. You know, I'm not one of them notebook rappers. I don't write usually until I got the beat. That because it speaks to me. It determines on what emotion it sparks up or what I feel. So that's how I feel about that. What I want people to be looking for, I drop a single on all streaming platforms just about every 2 weeks to a month as I'm building up for this album called Early to My Funeral. And where I got the title was, when you were gambling with your life the way I was, you was always ready to show up early to your funeral, you know, because I was playing Russian roulette with a drug every day. So I was always prepared to be early to my funeral. So that right there is just like a play on words and like just almost like a introduction to who I am for the people that don't know me. What I want people to know is my social media, Pone Pacino on Facebook, Instagram, America's Nightmare, America's AMERIKAZ period, Nightmare spelled regular, Twitter, Pone Pacino, hit me for features on my DMs, whatever, and what I want people to know is I got sober, not soft, so don't get it confused.
I remember when I was a kid, someone asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. And to be honest, I ain't never think about it till that moment. So I thought about my so-called role models in my life. Mom Dukes worked 2 jobs and stayed in an abusive relationship. My pops is serving a life sentence for murder. Plus, we live in the slums. So I looked up at him and said, shit, I just wanna be alive. I prayed to God to go legit, cause I don't wanna rob, but I can get a good